Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. So I'm back with another Negotiator Mirror match video. Now I will not go too much in depth around the Valor mechanic, which is the key when it comes to Negotiator Mirror matches, because I've done an in-depth video explaining about how it works and how to take advantage of it in a previous video a few months ago. So if you haven't seen that and you're more interested, more into detail how it works, a link in the description below, go and check it out. This will just act more as like an update to that video, because since then more and more people now have 7-star Y-Wings, and you can get surprised sometimes by Y-Wing coming off the bench. You're not expecting it. Your Anakin is low and it can get sniped then, and you lose your Anakin in the beginning. So to account for that, I had to slightly adjust my strategy at the beginning, just in case the Y-Wing does come off the bench, because I've noticed that even though some fleets do include Y-Wing, Clone Sergeant would be called as the first reinforcement and Y-Wing as the second. So I'm not sure exactly AI how it makes those decisions, who comes first or second. So I did my best to try and capture some of Y-Wing battles. I'll have 4 battles here for you. One of them I managed to get that Y-Wing comes as the first reinforcement, so you will be able to see how that works. But regardless of whether Y-Wing is coming first, Sanfak is coming first, Clone Sergeant, whichever reinforcement comes first, this strategy for me it works really well. I just always expect Y-Wing is coming as the first reinforcement to make sure that my Anakin doesn't get sniped. Alright, so in this video I'll show you 4 battles against a Negotiator with 5s in the starting lineup. There is slightly different strategy when I'm fighting Ahsoka in the starting lineup, so I'll do another video showing you 4 battles against Ahsoka in the starting lineup. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss the video when I upload it. But for now, for this one, I'll go up against 5s in the starting lineup. So let me first show you the fleet that I'm using here. So obviously got 7 Relic 7 here, Kenobi, and basically pretty much everybody in my shard have Relic 7 Kenobi as well. Now look at my Houndstooth. I have a Relic 4 Bosk here, and again in my shard everybody have Relic 4 Bosk or above. Maybe you can see a Relic 3 here and there, but mostly it's like Relic 4, 5, 6, even 7s. So it's it's pretty standard here in my shard is. And again, everybody in my shard have Relic 7 Anakin, and as well Relic 7 5s. Now here where kind of the quality of my fleet suddenly drops a little bit. I got Gear 11 Plow, but that's completely enough because you really need him for his reinforcement ability and his 2 special abilities, and all those abilities work as well as Gear 11 as they would with Relic 7. So Gear 11 Plow Kun is absolutely enough for this. And Relic 4 Ahsoka. Again in my shard everybody's got Relic 4 or higher as well. And Relic 5 Rex, and again everybody have guess clones team built up in my shard, and so of course you've got Relic Rex as well. And then finally here my Ebon Hawk is not that impressive. Gear 11 there on Karth, Gear 8 on T3, but again Ebon Hawk, similar like Plo Koon, doesn't really matter. He's there just for his reinforcement ability that removes all the buffs, and he himself can dispel buffs and apply buff immunity, and those abilities work well even at this kind of gear levels, so you don't need them relic. Alright, so this is my fleet, and all the battles I'll be going up against the set relic levels, they'll always be pretty much the same. And in some of them I will also mention for reference the relic level on Houndstooth for those of you that are interested, just that you know that. Okay, so I think we're now ready to jump into the battle. Enough of me talking, let me show you some action. Okay, so in this one, going up against a Negotiator with 5s and a Relic 4 Bosk just for reference. So now that my 5s got a turn first before enemy 5s, just use basic, which will then give turn to enemy 5s, will hit your Anakin, and then you can apply buff immunity over there on enemy Anakin, so no Valor for him. Once you have that set up, you're pretty good to go from here on out. Just gonna use basic on the first turn from Houndstooth. Now my Anakin still has unending loyalty, so I will not use Republic protection. I'll use mobilize here, and get some target locks and daisies on the board. Okay, so here I could do an AoE here and do a nice big hit on Anakin, but I just want to maintain all the ships in good health so that the enemy negotiator doesn't apply unending loyalty on them, because then this will allow me to quickly finish off Anakin once he loses unending loyalty. Now my Anakin there did lose unending loyalty, but that's okay, he's in stealth now. And even if they bring Y-Wing, if Anakin is in yellow, Y-Wing will not be able to kill him there, so you're safe. Okay, I'm just gonna use basic here. Okay, let's see the reinforcement. So there you go. So they brought in Y-Wing, put a hit on there, but because I said Anakin, if he's in yellow, he's in no danger of dying, so that's not a problem at all. And whenever they do, exhaust his unending loyalty, he will be yellow in health, so there is no danger of him actually dying. Now here, obviously Anakin's in the open, so you want to bring in definitely Plo Koon here, just for a heal and then a nice turn meter boost. Okay, now I'll just leave Bossk alone for the moment and go after Y-Wing here. Now I can put my taunt up with my Houndstooth. So now they can go after Anakin. I'll just keep working there or on Y-Wing here. Put a taunt up as well on 5s, just in case they dispel taunt from Houndstooth, that I still have another tank protecting Anakin. And now I get to go and apply unending loyalty on my guys, but enemy negotiator will just use basic attack because I left all the ships in good health, right? And this will allow me to take out Anakin quickly when he loses his unending loyalty. So there you go, his unending loyalty is gone. So what I want to do now is just put a basic there over on Houndstooth. That's okay, no problem. Now I can bring in Ahsoka and dispel taunt on Y-Wing, which leaves Anakin now in the open for a nice big hit. And there you go, there goes Anakin. Now we just need to clean up these tanks here. We can now smash AoEs, no problem. Anakin's gone. So no issues at all. Okay, they bring in Plo for a bit of a heal, that's fine. Come on, big hit on Houndstooth, there we go. And you know what, let's just pile on 5s here, because his offense down, when he's applying offense down, can slow down a bit the progress. Okay, come on, take out Plo, here we go. Only Houndstooth to go, and he's no more. So in this battle here, going up against again 5s in the starting lineup, and just for reference, that's our Relic 6 Bossk over there. Again, here we go. So they went first, gave turn meter to my Anakin, so now I can go ahead and apply buff immunity on enemy Anakin there. Good. So just gonna use basic on the first turns here. Let first, the enemy do all their special attacks. Here we go. Now my Anakin didn't lose unending loyalty, so I'm going to use mobilize here. I'm gonna save the unending loyalty special for later when Anakin loses it. There you go, he lost it. I could smash an AoE here, get Anakin really low, but if I go and do that, then when enemy negotiator gets the turn after the reinforcement, we'll apply unending loyalty. So I don't want that. I want Anakin, actually all the ships to stay in good health, so they don't get applied unending loyalty once it expires, because then this allows me to quickly take out Anakin. Okay, you don't need to then dance with him back and forth. So I'm just gonna switch over to Clone Sergeant here. Houndstooth will lose taunt in a turn anyway, so don't need to worry about dispelling his taunt right here. But instead focus on Clone Sergeant, get down his protection so that he loses a taunt. And because I have now Valor here on the field, I will actually want to do this booster meter to my guys so they get a couple of quick hits in here. Okay. Alright, here we go. Another basic on Clone Sergeant there. Now unfortunately this brought him in the yellow, so let's see if this is low enough for enemy negotiator to apply unending loyalty or not. Let's see. Okay, it wasn't. Alright, so I'm not sure what the threshold is. Obviously it's not 50% health, because that means it's yellow, right? So maybe it's around 30% health, I don't know, just something to keep in mind. Now here I'll just go after Houndstooth because I don't want to boost his turn meter. Okay, so now that Anakin lost unending loyalty, can go ahead, smash the AoE. Now because he doesn't have unending loyalty on, I mean, because he doesn't have Valor, sorry, he doesn't have Valor on, I don't really mind triggering his bonus turn meter, to be honest. And unfortunately we didn't land there with Anakin buff immunity, so I can't dispel the taunt on Houndstooth. So hopefully we'll be able to burn for him quickly, because I want to get to Anakin ASAP. Yep, there we go. Take him out. Now, if Anakin there would have Valor, you know, going back and forth like this with Anakin is very bad, because it would feed turn meter to enemy Negotiator. But without Valor on him, you know, it's not really that threatening if you keep triggering his bonus turn meter. Do you know what? I'm going to target Ahsoka here, get rid of her buffs, and do another big hit here. Here we go. One more hit, and that's it. All done. Okay, so in this battle here, going up against 5s in the starting lineup, and just for reference, that's our Relic 7 boss in there. Now my 5s got the first turn here, so what I like to do is go after enemy 5s, which will boost turn meter to enemy 5s, then he will hit my Anakin, boost his turn meter, and this will allow me to go before enemy Houndstooth, so I can now land buff immunity on enemy Anakin, so no Valor for him. Which will give me advantage here. Now the first turn, just use basic here with Bosk. Okay, so they use all their special attacks now, and they've exhausted unending loyalty over their Anakin. There we go. So now on my first turn, obviously I want to reapply unending loyalty just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to lose him. Because if Y-Wing comes off the bench as the first reinforcement, you know, he can get him out of stealth and then he might be exposed and things like that. So always have to keep in mind that, you know, there may be Y-Wing coming from now on. But this time was Clone Sergeant, so now I get a taunt up. Unfortunately, Breach didn't land. And here I'm just going to continue working on Clone Sergeant. Houndstooth will lose the taunt anyway, so I don't need to worry about him. I don't have any Valor in the field now, so I don't want to boost turn meter with blow. I actually will then put a taunt instead on 5s and just keep here working down Clone Sergeant. The enemy did not apply unending loyalty because everybody's in good health. Just keep here attacking Clone Sergeant. Here we go. And because enemy Anakin does not have Valor on him, you know, I don't mind him gaining bonus turn, because he won't be boosting turn meter there and on Negotiator, so I don't mind that. I'm just going to do basic attack here to apply target lock on him, and right here I will, because you can see my Negotiator is close to taking a turn and so is Houndstooth, I will actually now hit Houndstooth so he doesn't gain bonus turn meter, so he can't get a taunt up, which now allows me to, you know, target somebody with an AoE. Now Anakin already has a target lock, so I will not target him here. I will actually target 5s to apply more target lock. Now I can boost turn meter on everybody, and, you know, 5s can basically kill everybody off except Houndstooth. Okay, here we go. So in one way, I find these wins easier where they exhaust unending loyalty in the first turn, because then you get to use the AoEs then, you know, once they're already a little bit damaged. But here we go, bring in Ahsoka, a hit there, and a Relic 7 boss goes down. Okay, so this one going up against Negotiator with 5s in the starting lineup, and it's a Relic 5 boss. My 5s gets to go first, so I will use basic on enemy 5s, and then stick buff immunity over on Anakin so he can't gain Valor. Okay. Just gonna use basic here, don't want to taunt yet until the enemy uses all their special attacks here. Now I can't taunt because I got buff immunity, so I'm gonna use basic again to cleanse that off. Now my Anakin here, he still has unending loyalty, so I will not use Republic protection. I'll save it for later when Anakin potentially loses unending loyalty, so I'll just use the big AoE here. There we go. Now I can get my taunt up. Anakin lost their unending loyalty. Here we go. Now they brought in Clone Sergeant as the first reinforcement. And even if they would have brought their Y-Wing, it wouldn't kill Anakin. Like, it never happened to me when Anakin was in yellow that Y-Wing would have killed him. It never happened. So I think you're quite safe there. I've got Valor here already, so I want to do with Plo Koon's booster meter. And just start working here on Clone Sergeant, because Houndstooth, as you can see, he loses taunt by himself anyway. So you do not need to worry about dispelling his taunt. Now when Plo Koon gets another turn, pass now taunt over to 5s. And then apply unending loyalty on my guys here. Enemy will not use unending loyalty because all of its ships are, you know, still in good health. I'll just smash an AoE here. Almost got him down. Okay. So the taunts got in the way. I'll just cleanse that off. I can bring Ahsoka here, dispel that taunt, and finally finish off Anakin. Alright, let's see if we can take out Sergeant here. Come on, one more hit. I don't want any healing here. Here we go. Okay, do you know what? I'll just finish off 5s. I don't like him because he can put offense down on your guys, and he just slows you down in that way. Here comes Y-Wing. We can get our taunt up here. Dispel Y-Wing's taunt. Do not keep going after Y-Wing because 5's got retribution. So now we can finish up 5s here with a big mass attack. Well, go after Y-Wing. Y-Wing's out. It's not just a case of killing off this Bosk here. There you go. Bombs away. Not sure how much damage you'll do with that protection up. Come on, Ahsoka. There we go. Oh, that should do it. Alright, there you go. An easy win this one.